this video, we're going to walk you through setting up your Bottleless Countertop Avalon Water Cooler. This setup would not include the A9 Bottleless Water Cooler, but it will apply to all other Avalon countertop units. So the first thing that you're going to receive is your Avalon unit. In this video, we're showing you the A12, but you would have your specific model. Then there would be the drip tray that comes with your unit, the two mounting brackets to hold your filters, your two filters individually, so you have your sediment filter and your carbon block filter, your filter adapters, your metal adapter with valve, your PE tubing, your valve and tube assembly that will have the on-off valve and pressure regulator attached to it, another piece of PE tubing. Inside this little packet here, you have a small piece of PE tubing, elbow connections to go to the filters, and a three-way plastic adapter. Once you have your water line established, we're going to go to the back of the unit so we can get everything else with the filters and to the water line established. So we're going to go ahead and look at these filter adapters. And at the top of the filter adapter, you'll see that there's a little arrow, and that arrow should be in the direction of water flow. So we're going to grab this one that says sediment, and to the right of that sediment filter adapter, we're going to go ahead and attach this little tiny tube into there and push it into place until it can't go in anymore. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the carbon block adapter. I'm going to go ahead and push this onto that white tubing until it can't go in anymore either. Okay, once we have that, we're going to grab these filter adapter elbows. I'm going to push these into place on either side of the adapters. So that's in there. Go ahead and get this one in here. All right, those are locked in place. Now we can go ahead and grab these mounting brackets. These mounting brackets are great. You can go ahead and slide the adapter in place just like this. Okay, that's in place there. I'm going to grab this one. Once you have the mounting brackets on the filter adapters, we're going to go ahead and add these to the back of the unit. So we're going to take these long arms, put them right through here on the back grate, lift it all the way up, and then push the mounting brackets in and push down. And this will help lock them in place. Now we're going to go ahead and grab our tubing for this. So the first one we're going to grab is the valve and tube assembly. On this one, you're just going to make sure this is going to attach from your water source, that PE tubing from your water source. And we're going to follow the line with the water, the way of the water flow. So we've got the arrow here. This is going to go the way of the water flow through the pressure regulator, then to the on-off valve. And then this is going to attach right to here on the side of the filter. So right into this filter adapter elbow. I'm going to push it all the way in. That's tight. And we're going to grab this other piece of PE tubing and push it right here on the other side. So that's in place. Now if your filter adapter bracket comes off, just go ahead and just give it an extra push to make sure it's locked in there. Now we're going to go ahead and look right here at the inlet. Now at your inlet, there's going to be a stopper holding water and dust from getting into the cooler at the moment. So we're going to take this little tab off, this blue clip, and to take out this blue stopper, we're just going to go ahead and push the little ring in and pull the white stopper, the blue stopper out at the same time. Okay, now we're going to take the white tubing, push it in until it can't go in anymore. And we can take this blue clip and put it back on to ensure that it's on there tightly. Once you have the tubes, adapters, and mounting bracket all attached to the back of the water cooler, we're going to go ahead and grab these blue clips that we have here as extra. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to right over here to this elbow connection to help hold that tubing tight inside that connection, and I'm going to go right to this other side. Now you may have some extra blue clips. You can just put those to the side or use them on additional connections if needed, but they're usually just there as a safety precaution to help prevent the tubing from coming off. Once the setup back here is complete, we're going to go ahead and grab the filters. So before flushing the filters, we're gonna remove this clear cap on the top of the filters, and then we can go ahead and flush them. Once they are flushed, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off too. Once they are flushed, we can go and install them to the back of the unit. So I'm gonna grab the carbon block filter and put it into the carbon block filter head. In order to do that, we're gonna take it, I'm gonna turn it slightly over here to the left and then twist it into place until it locks in. You'll even see the Avalon logo as well as the pattern line up correctly. Just gonna put that one down in place. Now we're gonna grab the sediment filter. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Lock it in place and put it right there. We have everything attached. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that your water source is turned on, and also making sure that this on-off valve is in this direction of the water line so that it is on. If it's going the other direction, that means it is off and it's not letting water through. So we're gonna allow the water to flow through the filters and into the water cooler. Now we're gonna turn around this unit. Grab the power outlet. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and plug the unit in to a grounded wall outlet. And once that's plugged in, the lights are gonna cycle through on the front of the unit. So you'll see all the lights turn on and then they'll turn off. You'll even start to hear the water fill in. You can go ahead and grab your drip tray and slide that into place. Now, countertop unit drip trays don't necessarily click into place. They may just sit there nicely on the counter in place. Give the water cooler about 10 to 15 minutes to fill, and then try dispensing from each of the temperatures here. Okay, once you have water coming from each of the spouts, we can go ahead and turn on the temperature switches on the back of the unit. So you're gonna have the hot switch, which is red, the cold switch, which is green, and the blue switch is for your night light. Now, you're also gonna have a switch back here. The switch is more like a button, and that's your ozone button. That's your self-cleaning function. When you're ready to start the ozone or self-cleaning function, just go ahead and press that and hold down that button for about 3 to 5 seconds and let go, and it will initiate the self-cleaning process. And it's about a 90-minute cycle. Just don't use the cooler during that time. Once you've turned on your hot and cold switches, we can go ahead and leave the water cooler to heat the water for about 15-20 minutes and cool the water for about an hour. After that point, the cooler should be running smoothly. Now, if you have any trouble, give us a call at 1-800-256-0695 or email us at support@avalonh2o.com.